Jesus continued to travel around, teaching people about God's kingdom and the relationship that God wanted to have with them. He had 12 close followers called disciples who were always with Jesus and went wherever he went. Jesus decided it was time for him to go to Jerusalem, the capital city. He sent 2 of his closest disciples ahead of him to prepare for his arrival. Jesus said to them, "Go into that village over there. As you enter it, you will see a young donkey tied up there that no one has ever ridden. Bring it to me. If anyone asks why you are untying that donkey, just say, 'The teacher needs it.'" So the 2 went and found the donkey, just as Jesus had said. And sure enough, as they were untying it, the owners asked them, "Why are you untying that donkey?" And the disciples simply replied, "The teacher needs it." So they brought the donkey to Jesus and threw their cloak over it for him to ride on. As Jesus rode along the donkey, crowds began to gather. They spread their cloaks and branches from palm trees along the road ahead of him. This was the typical way to welcome home a victorious king returning from a great battle. As he came near the city, the people began to shout and sing as they walked along, praising God for the wonderful miracles they had seen. They shouted, "May God bring good things to the king who is coming in his name. This king is bringing peace between God and his people. Blessed be the king, Hosanna in the highest." Some of the religious leaders among the crowd said, "Teacher, your followers should not be saying things like that." Jesus replied, "If they kept quiet, the stones along the road would burst into cheers." When Jesus reached Jerusalem, he entered a place of worship and began to drive out the people who were using it as if it were a marketplace. He said to them, "It is said, 'My house will be a house of prayer,' but you have turned it into a den of thieves." After that, Jesus taught daily, but the religious leaders and other leaders of the people began planning how to kill him. But they could think of nothing because all the people hung on to every word Jesus said.